Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
That's it. We're back with the plate time. Oh, love it. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 9. Today I'm gonna watch 3 episodes. I'm gonna try because you know that it's autumn now. I'm wearing my plaid and all of that, so I have less lights than usually, and I didn't plan myself enough today for that, so we'll see. 2 or 3 episodes today. That's already great. You know, I just responded to one of you on the comments who was telling me you're not reacting to shows anymore. Like, what's happening on your channel? You're reacting to Death Note, Attack on Titan, and The Legend of Korra. Where are shows on your channel? And I didn't think about it, you know, like, I didn't plan it to only react to animes right now. It just turned out to be like that. Like, I began by reacting to Avatar The Last Airbender at first, and after that, of course, I wanted to watch The Legend of Korra. While I was watching Avatar The Last Airbender, one show that I was reacting to, you know, was over, so I was like, why not trying one anime? On Patreon, between Death Note and Attack on Titan, you chose Death Note, so I began Death Note. And right there, after The Walking Dead, I had, again, a place on my schedule to binge watch another show. You know what, Attack on Titan, it's on your mind since so long, so why not beginning it? So yes, it turns out that I'm reacting to 3 animes right now. I didn't plan it, and you know, I just finished Squid Game, The Walking Dead, Money Heist, La Casa de Papel. Soon, Money Heist is gonna be back, The Witcher is gonna be back, The Expanse is gonna be back, and also maybe I'm planning to react to a new show. Ooh! Normally, when you are watching this episode, maybe not on Patreon, but on YouTube, you already know to which show I decided to react, or at least to try to react to. I'm gonna try the 4 first episodes and see if I will post my reaction videos about it or not. But see, I didn't give up on shows, you know. And I'm saying that to you on this intro of The Legend of Korra because I just had this conversation about it with one of you on the comments, and also because The Legend of Korra, I still have 1 season to discover after the end of this season 3, so I'm gonna spend still a lot of time with it. So I hope that you're enjoying it, you know, not binge watching with me. I hope that you're appreciating it as much as me, and I just wanted to reassure you guys, you know, yes, I'm gonna continue it, yes, I'm gonna finish it. And I don't know, I felt the need to reassure you. Don't worry, if you want reaction videos about shows, they're gonna come back also. About The Legend of Korra, about what happened during the last episode. So Zahir and his friends tried to kidnap Korra. They didn't succeed, but they succeeded to escape because of the help of someone inside. After that, we had Korra and her friends who succeeded to escape even if Lin didn't want to, because of the fact that her sister lied to her, betrayed her. I didn't appreciate that. Like, I understand her reasons, the fact that she had to be on Lin's side, but she didn't want to say it out loud. She didn't want, you know, to create a conflict with her sister just right there and all, but you know, the reason that she's saying to say to Korra, okay, you can go after Zahir and his friends, it's really like, it's because of the fact that I need to know why that person betrayed me and all. Like, it's something more personal than what it could be. Like, she's not thinking that much about Korra, she's more thinking about herself. I mean, I don't think so, but how she described her decision, how she justified it, it was that, and it was not so good. And I'm more on Lin's side right there, like, Korra and her friends, okay, I love them, okay, they are strong and okay, they are great and all, but are they enough to fight against Zahir and his group? Not at all. They are so good, they are so great, they are really impressive, and I still want to understand where they are coming from, that group. You know, we know that they were arrested by our old guys with Sokka, Tenzin, Toph, and Zuko. I think that it's the 4 who arrested them, not Aang, because he wanted to kidnap Korra, that's why. And I still want to understand what they want to do with Korra. I think that it's something related with what that guru is said. Maybe he said a prediction, or he said a way to take the Avatar's powers, or something like that. But I'm wondering also about the fact that all of these wonderful benders, you know, the waterbender girl and all of the other ones, they are strong, they are amazing and all, and they chose to follow Zahir, who before that, you know, before the harmonic convergence and all of that, didn't have any power, you know, didn't have any bending. It's weird for me in a way that it could be their leader. I think that there is a story behind that. I don't know why I'm picturing him as someone from the Water Nation, you know. I hope that we're gonna have Zuko during this episode. You know that before my last session of binge watching, I prepared myself to have Zuko on screen without crying. 4 episodes and we didn't have Zuko on screen at all. I was disappointed, I was frustrated, I prepared myself for nothing, so right there I didn't prepare myself at all. I want to have him, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be able to deal with it well. I mean, I'm gonna be okay if he's only on screen, you know, doing stuff and all of that. If we have Zuko meeting Korra, or a family reunion, you know, with Katara, or Toph, if we have the return of Toph, if we have Spirit Iroh coming back, you know, something like that, that I'm not gonna be okay, that I'm gonna cry no matter what. But for Zuko on screen, normally I can deal with it. I'm confident, you know, about that. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Like usually, you have my Patreon on which we are in advance. We have 4 episodes of advance for The Legend of Korra. It's a lot. 2 weeks of advance, so 4 episodes of advance. And I'm posting on Patreon the extended or the full reaction part. That can be great, especially for this last episode. Normally for last episodes of a season I'm putting the full reaction part because of course I have a lot of stuff to react to. It's the best way to support me, and if you can't join me on Patreon, you can support me also right now on YouTube by subscribing, liking, commenting. It's beginning really just a little to work with YouTube. They are continuing to harass me for uploading my videos. It's still an issue, it's still getting blocked each time, even if I'm respecting the fair use rules. It's still annoying, it's still a lot of work, a lot of energy that I'm losing doing that, re-editing again and again the videos, but for the tips at least, they are not taking everything. That's a little improved, you know, if you want my opinion, to have them not taking all of the tips, which are already so little because I'm a little channel, you know, I'm a little reactor, so they are not that big, the tips. The fact that they are not taking everything, thank you! Thank you so much! You can comment, subscribe, like, stuff like that. It seems to work a little. So continue with that. Thank you for that in advance. Let's go for this episode 9. I'm so glad to have my plaid back, you know, that mood, like right there, it's really grey, it's really cold outside. Me, I'm inside with my plaid, I'm gonna drink my tea. I'm an autumn girl. Oh, we're beginning with an interesting music. Like they're on a mission.
Must be big Nut Tuck fans, yeah.
No, it's like they're searching.
Those are wanted posters, wanted by Her Majesty the Earth Queen for crimes against the kingdom.
Oh
I'm
no!
guessing this is because we took her airbenders?
I hate Basing Sea. Ah, the music!
Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring treats, but good girl.
Naga.
Slimy, wait here in case he comes back. Besides, we don't want to call too much attention to ourselves.
All right.
It's clever.
Ooh, Mako, we should wear disguises and pretend we're going undercover.
Yeah. Ah! Ah! What are they doing, the spirits?
Sounds like a guy who came in last night. I told him I had the best drinks in the Earth Kingdom, and he called me a liar.
That's him.
Where is
Yeah,
he?
where he is now.
No, but he was right. My drinks are terrible.
What? Poor guy.
Shibao's Grove, sundown. This must be where and when Ai Wei is going to meet Zahir. Go away. I'm trying to find something.
You should pay attention to this spirit.
No luck here. I think there might be a couple bounty hunters over there who recognize me.
Come on, tell me that you're against the queen.
Okay.
I know everyone
We should
needs
head back to
money
work
and stuff
before
like
someone
that,
else
but come
recognizes
on.
us. I say we stake out his room, and when he leaves for this meeting, we follow him.
He'll lead us straight to Zahir.
We'd like a room on the ground floor, across from 102, please.
Forget it. Last time a bunch of teenagers came in here, they trashed the whole room.
Nah.
Whoa. We're not here to fight you.
Ah, please.
Not talking.
For real?
We're your biggest fans.
For real?
I made this necktie doll for you.
Not cute. Weird.
Aww, it's cute.
Huh?
A pie show board. Mako, you wanna play? Kinda busy
A
here,
pink
bro.
shepherd?
Well,
You know! I love their relationship.
Ladies first. The origins of Pie Show date back over 10,000 years. It is a game of both strategy and chance. How can it be both?
Let me see that.
It
There
can.
have been countless variations of Pai Show through the centuries, and each culture has its own rules.
Cora, as the Avatar, you need to standardize these Pie Show rules.
I'll put that on my to-do list, right?
8 out of 15.
Ah,
17 out of 33.
me when my League of Legends team is not winning. Best of 5, it's overrated. Bravo!
It's over, Ai Wei. Where's... What?
He's meditating.
Asami, those spirits were trying to tell us something earlier. Shibao's
It's
Grove
into
isn't
the
on
spirit
map
world.
because it's not in the physical world. I'm going in after him.
We'll watch him in
Okay.
case he wakes up.
Okay, we're gonna see a hero. Maybe.
I assure you, no one knows anything about us. No, you are the loose end.
If he's killing you into the spirit world, is he gonna kill you? Oh no, Oh no. Korra, get out.
You'll be spending eternity in the fog of lost souls, which just leaves the two of us.
You have a certain charisma.
I'll answer whatever questions you have. You deserve that much. We are part of a secret society dedicated to restoring freedom to the world.
Freedom?
We are the Red Lotus.
Red Lotus?
We have a red lotus?
We are what the White Lotus was meant to be. But after the 100-Year War, the White Lotus lost its true purpose. They became nothing but glorified bodyguards who served corrupt nations. So a great man named Shai Bao broke from the White Lotus.
To do what?
Explain why you tried to take me when I was a kid.
That was Unalak's idea.
Unalak? Already? I mean, it was someone bad already?
Misty Palms Inn.
You two go. I'll stay here and make sure Zahir's body is safe.
Fuck. Oh, you're clever, Zahir.
So all along, you and my uncle planned to use me to open the portals and release Batu? That's why you tried to take me when I was a kid?
Yes.
That's why before, but why now?
I don't know how, but Water Arm Lady and Lava Guy found us.
How?
And they're good.
I don't know how. Get Cora out of here.
Naga, we're counting on you.
Hold them off.
him also.
Unalaq becoming a Dark Avatar was never part of our mission.
What is your mission?
I want what you want, to restore balance to this world.
Oh.
I don't think our ideas of balance are the same.
You kept the spirit portals open, but why stop there? The idea of having nations and governments is as foolish as keeping the human and spirit realms separate. Don't you think the world would be better off if leaders like them were eliminated?
You're an anarchist.
I don't really agree with what they do.
True freedom can only be achieved when oppressive governments are torn down.
We'll throw the world into chaos.
That
Exactly.
will
The
bring
natural order is disorder.
freedom. Yes, you're an anarchist.
New growth cannot exist without first the destruction of the old.
No.
Totally.
Lahima.
You're following his words. You want people to be free without any leaders. And you don't care about the fact that being that free, it's gonna create a lot of disorder. Anarchy. That's the pure definition of the anarchy. It's his real motive, but I think that something is missing. Why do you need Korra right now? I think that part is missing.
Oh, he's too out of control.
Really? What?
Zahir, please. As an airbender, you could help make a positive difference in the world instead of destroying it.
But you must realize that once change begins, it cannot be stopped, even by the Avatar.
What are you going to do with me?
Yes.
We'll have that answer soon enough.
No, 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 no.
We should have you way out. See you in the physical world.
Oh, it's really bad.
Let me go! Azami, are you okay? Zahir didn't capture us. The Earth Queen's forces did. Where are we? Some camp by the desert. They're taking us back to Ba Sing Se.
No! No. No, no. Please. Not Ba Sing Se.
We figured you could find a use for these.
No!
We're taking a trip to Ba Sing Se.
Oh no! Oh no, no Ba Sing Se. No! No, no, no. Oh, I'm tired of Ba Sing Se. Don't get me wrong. I want us to resolve the situation in Ba Sing Se. I want Ba Sing Se to be a good city. I want things to change in Ba Sing Se. It's even worse than what it was during Aang's time, you know, Ba Sing Se. I hate Ba Sing Se. Everything into it. It's a city of lies, secrets, and torture, and forcing people to do stuff, and ruling people just with fear. I hate Ba Sing Se. If coming back to Ba Sing Se means that we're gonna be able to change it and to do things for people living into it, I'm all for it. But if it means that we're gonna be again forced to talk with the Earth Queen, with the Daily, to deal with them and all, oh fuck, well, going back to Ba Sing Se. Oh. I was into a good mood, that's it. They put me into a bad mood. Even more with this end, like, we are losing so much at the end of this episode. Korra and Asami were arrested by the Earth Queen's forces. So what she's gonna do, you know, the Earth Queen with Korra, with the Avatar, she's gonna want to prove, you know, that she's the one with a lot of powers. She's better, more powerful than the Avatar. You know, she's gonna try to demonstrate something with the Avatar. And we have Mako and Bolin being kidnapped by Zahir and his friends. And they're gonna try to make a deal, to make an exchange, to do something with them. We're losing so much. Pabu and Naga, where are they? They were with Asami and Korra, no? I hope that they are alright. We didn't see them right there at the end. I'm worried. We have Lin who is after them. Maybe she can help. The explanation that Zahir, you know, he gave during this episode, it gave me a lot of things to think about. What he said, I think that it's the truth, you know, like he really wants that. I think that he was sincere right there with what he said, with his motives to do all of that explanation about the Red Lotus, about what he did with Unalaq, about Unalaq, about the fact that he knew Unalaq, the fact that they wanted to do that with Korra as a kid. All of that part of the story really felt like the truth, and all of his explanations about we don't want to restore balance into the world but more to restore freedom into the world, so it means that everyone has to be free, so it means that we can't have any leaders anymore, so okay, people are gonna be free and that can be chaos, but we are okay with that because at least they're gonna be free. All of what he said, it's really like anarchist ideas, principles, and he seemed sincere about that, really. What I don't understand is why right now he still wanted to capture Korra. Now that she let the portals open, you know, and all of that, you should be glad. And she did everything that she could, you know, as the Avatar. If you want to take all of the presidents, you know, the queen and kings out of their thrones, it's not gonna be by using the Avatar. You still need her to do something, maybe related to the portals, maybe related to... I don't know. He didn't answer to Korra when she asked him that question, but I think also that he didn't say everything about his intentions. All of what he said was the truth, but something is missing. Something could justify that right there he's still after Korra and she can be useful for him still for something, and something big, and maybe another thing that the Red Lotus is supposed to do, to accomplish, you know, I don't know. The Red Lotus, I knew that Zahir, he was after the Avatar, after the White Lotus, and I said something during that moment, you know, when he said that during the first episode, I said something like, maybe it's because of the fact that they arrested you and you're mad at them. I'm wondering about, did I think at some point that maybe he was into the White Lotus and he didn't like what they were doing, so he left? I have the impression that I said something like that at some point, but I'm not sure of it, I'm not remembering it. Or maybe, you know, I'm mixing my thoughts about Attack on Titan, you know, and my theory about Dr. Yeager right now. Maybe I'm mixing stuff right there. The Red Lotus. And right there we had Asami and Bolin playing Paicho together. Even that, you know, even them playing to this game, I'm thinking about Iroh, and it made me emotional for some minutes. And after that, to discover that we had to go into the spirit world, I was like, okay, we're gonna see Spirit Iroh. Ai is lost right there. He's gonna stay right there, and his body is gonna stay into that motel without moving. Lin is gonna discover his body. I don't want anyone, you know, Ai Wei did something bad during the last episode, but I don't want anyone to be into that fog for a long time. When Tenzin and his brother and his sister were into that fog, it was only for 1 hour, and how it tortured them from the inside, you know, it was already awful. So imagine spending entire hours, entire days, entire years, for Zhao it was years, into that fog. It has to be, oh, really awful. So yes, of course I want them to save Ai Wei at some point also, to not let him right there. That was an interesting episode. We learned a lot about Zahir and his intentions, what does he want, but also we progressed a lot into the story. We have Korra and Asami being captured by the Earth Queen forces. We have Pauline and Mako being captured by Zaya and his group. Like, this episode changed a lot of things for the characters, you know, where they are, and the fact that they lost a lot during this episode, but also for the stories, the explanations that the writers are giving to the viewers. We learned a lot. Not everything, but a lot. I'm still wondering, I don't know why, maybe I should not think about it so much, like it's not that important in fact. Their origin is important, you know, from which nation, tribe, group is coming from. It has to be an important explanation. I really think so. I'm wondering about it, and the fact also that they all followed him as a leader even if he didn't have any bonding at the beginning. Again, I'm wondering about it. And I'm gonna see that right now because I'm gonna watch 2 more episodes. It's all for you for today and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.